Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to call this, because I wasn't going to post anything. I wasn't going to talk about anything. But I'm going to call this the night edition. And it's going to be a good one. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I can't go nowhere without somebody talking about Shedeur Sanders. Can I cut on the TV? Scrolling on my phone. It's on every media outlet, all over my timeline, all sports pages, all regular news stations talking about Shedeur Sanders. Why? It's a big deal. Why did he slip and go to the 5th round, 144th pick? I'm going to tell you why it's a big deal. Because it's never happened in the history of the NFL. And this is just not me saying it. These are facts. They had him going in the top 10 all college football season long. Some had him even going top 5 all college football season long. This is why it's a shocker. Even going into the draft, some had him going number 1. It was a debate, him or Cam Ward. You take your pick. This is why it's a shocker. Because everybody knows. That's why I'm carefully talking about this. Everybody knows. I could see you missing the first round. I could see you dropping out of the top 10. Okay. I can see you missing the first round, but then you get picked up right as the second round begins. The shocker is 5th pick, 144. Look at those numbers. Now I want to state a little bit of facts right here. These are facts. Okay? He has a 71.8 completion rate. He was 4th in passing in the Big 12. He was Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year. These are facts. Okay? He led the nation in completion rate. These are facts. Mel Kiper said this never happened in his 47 years of covering the NFL, doing mock drafts. That's why it's something to talk about. These are facts. Okay? Let me state some more facts to you. Mike Tannenbaum had him going in the top 10, top 5. You pick your choice, 1 or 2. So these are facts. He's wrong too. He's well respected. Mike Tannenbaum said, at a minimum, you bring up his toughness. His first year that he had no offensive line. These are facts. Mike Tannenbaum said, you pick him alone first round on his toughness. He was sacked 94 times. Didn't miss not one game in 2 seasons. So we're talking toughness here. Another thing, Mike Tannenbaum said, he didn't have the off the field issues at all. These are facts that he said. So let's get right to it. What is it all about? Okay? What is it all about? I'm hearing all the talk about it's his father. They want to stick it to Deion Sanders. It's his dad. So this is what quite disturbing to me, because is this about football? I want to stick to just the sports. Is this about football, or is it some personal stuff? That's what's quite disturbing. Is it personal? Okay. I'm hearing things about cocky. Okay. We getting the Shedeur now. Yeah, cocky. That might be so. Okay, but I gotta ask you guys, your everyday average people out there who works a 9 to 5, 7 to 3, 6 to 2:30. When you go to work, are you confident in whatever you do in your position at work, whether you a manager or not? Are you confident? Let's say you've been on your job 20, 25 years. Are you confident? That could come off as being cocky. You're supposed to be confident. So let's not get the two twisted. Confident, cocky. There's a difference. There's a big difference. Now, here's the thing that nobody's talking about, and I want to bring this up. Okay, let me back up a little bit. Okay. Deion Sanders. Nobody really liked Deion Sanders anyway. He was just the best. He was good at what he do. He was just magnificent. Y'all know. People wanted him to fail back then. Playing football, playing baseball, playing a football game, and then flying in a helicopter. Oh no, was it vice versa? I think he played the baseball game, then flew the helicopter to go play the football game. Who does that? Same day now, same day. Anywhere you put it, he was the man. The position he played in the NFL was never even talked about. He made that position glamorous. These are the facts. He made that position known. So he was never really liked. He just was so good that he could back it up. I'm sure people wanted him to fail, but he was just that good. So now check me on this one. And this is what I'm hoping it's not about. Because you don't like Deion really. You want to stick it to his son. Because you don't want Deion to be who he is. But you couldn't get him, so this is a way to get him through his son. That's quite disturbing. I want some healthy conversation about it. Let's chop it up. Just some opinions. We all can agree to disagree. I'm just saying, I hope it's not that. I can go on and on and on and on. Sean Payton. So he's wrong too? Sean Payton's wrong? He's an NFL, kind of like an NFL god. He's well respected. Look at the stuff he said. No way this should have happened. But he gave a warning to the league. This is somebody you're going to have to go up against. I'm glad he said it and not Shedeur. Because what I'm thinking, they just wanted Shedeur to just humble himself. Because his dad is not doing that. But this is a way that they can get him. That's my thinking. Let's chop it up. Let's have a healthy discussion about it. But check this out. Nobody never thought about this. It gets deeper than that, though. It gets deeper than that. Because now, I believe this is going to hurt Deion in his recruiting. Nobody never talked about that at Colorado. Look at the stuff he done at Colorado. Oh yeah, he talked. This is Deion. He did the same thing when he was playing in the NFL. This is Deion. That's swag. He's all about the swag. That's Deion. Nobody was coming to no Colorado games. Nobody was paying attention to no Colorado. Come on now. He turned the fan base. You know what I'm talking about. I think this is a way, it full circle, if you really think about this, by Shedeur getting picked so low. I'm not saying Shedeur didn't have some faults, maybe, but he's his father's son. His father's cocky. He's his father's son. But they didn't like that. The NFL is different. The NFL is different. Okay? Let me go back to this a second. This is where I think it's going to hurt Deion Sanders in this recruiting now. Look at all the things he done at Colorado. Now when he goes to recruit, they're going to say, look what happened to your son. Is he going to be able to use that pitch? I'm going to get you to the NFL if you're a quarterback. This might hurt him. They might say, this might kind of hurt me because the NFL, they don't really like you. So you get recruits at the school and y'all start tearing it up. Tearing it up. Travis Hunter is an anomaly. He's an anomaly. But a lot of his recruits, they might start talking about that. It's going to be their parents, their advisors, somebody talking about that. That might not be a good place for you to go to. Because to get to the league, the NFL is really not rocking with Deion like that. Now here go flip side of that. He gets another quarterback in. This player go top 5, top 10. Then you know it was a way to stick it to his son. But they did it through Deion. We don't really like you, Deion. So we're going to stick it to Shedeur. This is the way we can get at you. What y'all guys think about that? I hope that's not the case. Because I just want to keep it sports, man. I just want to keep it football. I just want to keep it sports. All that other stuff. But it has to be talked about. So Sean Payton's wrong. I'm not naming everybody. Mike Tannenbaum's wrong. Mel Kiper's wrong. These are all facts. Look at the position he's in now. There's no way, with all the facts and what he was supposed to be, this is basically like a tryout. What y'all guys think about that? I would like to know your thoughts and opinions on that. Like and subscribe to my YouTube page. Break It Down Sports. My X page. BID at BID Sports, my Instagram. Break it down _718. It just seems really interesting. Had to talk about this. Because when I started digging into this, and they said this never happened in the history of the NFL, why now? Why now? So, but check this out. Check this out. See, I can't get off this. I got to keep going. Sounds familiar? Now, I ain't even going to say sounds familiar because Shedeur put in that work. Shedeur put in that work. The facts are the facts. 71.8 completion rate. Okay? The facts are the facts. Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year. Fourth in passing. The facts are the facts. He put in that work. Mike Tannenbaum said he has good accuracy. So he put in that work. So we can't go there with that. He put in that work. That's why it's talked about so much. Once again, I got to get your thoughts on this. Got to get your thoughts and opinions. Healthy conversations. Leave comments. Let's talk. Break it down. Break it down. Sports.